Body movement and basic position. Body movement. Body movements are always described in relation to the anatomical position of the body. Synovial joints give the body many ways in which to move. Fundamental body movements are the building blocks necessary for more complex physical activities. It means that body movements are already part of our life. When we move or take action to do the things that we need, like going to work, going to school, do exercise, playing sports, and doing different kinds of physical activities, it is one of the significant features of all living beings. Basic position. Position is a general term for a configuration of the human body. Posture is defined as the position of the body at one point in time and is influenced by each of the joints of the body. It means if we must follow the basic position, we will have a good posture. A good posture helps the body function effectively and will minimize muscle strain and injury. What is non-locomotor or axial movement? Non-locomotor movements are fundamental body movements that do not incorporate traveling. Therefore, they are stability skills that include movements of limbs or body parts, and sometimes even the whole body. They are occasionally referred to as axial movements, as in revolving around an axis. The axis is the center portion of the body. Example of non-locomotor or axial movement: bending, stretching, flexing, rotating, pulling, or pushing.
Locomotor movement skills. Locomotor skills are when we move our bodies from one location to another. They're a gross motor skill, and the word locomotor comes from the noun locomotion, which basically means the act of moving from place to place. Locomotion of our bodies can include walking, running, skipping, climbing, crawling, galloping, hopping, jumping, sliding, and leaping. Locomotor skills can include not only the mastery of these locomotor movements in their most simple form, but can also include being able to do them forwards, backward, twirling or turning, slow or fast, on flat foot or tippy toe, or by adding a quality to them such as bopping, gliding, shimmying, vibrating, sustaining, etc.
Types of axial movements. Number 1. Bending. Bending refers to movements around any joint, like a student bending her elbow forward to touch her fingers to her nose, or a student bending his knee upward to march in place. Number 2. Stretching. Stretching refers to extending a joint to make a body part as long and straight as possible. Number 3. Twisting. Twisting refers to rotating body parts around an axis while the base stays stationary. Number 4. Swinging. Swinging is moved back and forth, suspended or as if suspended from above in one particular direction. 5. Gesturing. A movement, usually of the body or limbs, that expresses or emphasizes an idea, sentiment, or attitude. Raise his hand over in a gesture of triumph. Rotating. This is where the limb moves in a circular movement around a fixed joint towards or away from the midline of the body. Number 7. Rising, moving or going or growing upward.
Types of locomotor movements.
A walk is a slow locomotor skill where one foot is always on the ground. As the left foot is on the ground, the right foot is in the air moving forward. Then the right foot makes contact with the heel first as the left foot moves forward in the air. A run is a faster locomotor skill. During a run, the feet are both in the air at the same time. The feet alternate moving forward during the skill. Skipping is a locomotor skill that requires the students to alternate their motion from the left side to the right and then continue to alternate from left to right. Galloping is a skill that can be performed with either foot as the lead. One foot is placed in front of the opposite foot. The front foot takes a large step forward while the second foot stays in place. The back foot then takes a step forward but always stays behind the front foot. Hopping is a spring action that involves taking off from one foot and landing on the same foot.
Jumping is a two-footed skill where a person will stand and jump with both feet together. The person should work on using their knees as shock absorbers so they can protect themselves from injury. In axial, there is also a jump where you stay in place like jumping jack. But jumping can also be a locomotor because there is a jump that happens from one place to another, like jumping over a puddle of water. Sliding is a sideway movement where the lead foot makes one move aside, trailed by the other foot stepping next to it closely, without it getting over the main foot. Both feet are kept close with the lead foot always on the side of direction. Sliding is the most common movement in sports such as tennis, badminton, or soccer. It is also used in many dances. Walking backwards is a slow movement. A person needs to turn his head to watch where he is going. The person should be instructed to step one foot directly behind the opposite foot to move himself backward. There are some benefits of walking backward. One of these is that walking backward helps you improve your leg endurance. Leap is performed by pushing off from one foot and landing on the other foot. It can be combined with run or walk. The difference between jump and leap is that jump uses both feet and leap is jumping forward or back with one leg outstretched, taking off one foot and landing on the other.
Hands on neck. Bends arms from the elbow. Place hands behind the neck. Fingertips meeting each other. Elbows in the line with the shoulder. Hands on shoulders. Bends arms from the elbow. Fingertips touching the shoulders. Elbow in line with the shoulders. Ribcage lifted. Hands on chest. Palms facing down. Thumbs touching the chest. Elbows in the line with the shoulders. Hands on hips. Place hands on hips. Thumbs pointing back and fingers pointing front. Hand position. Hands on waist. Place hands on waist. Finger pointing front. Thumbs pointing backward. Arms forward. Raise arm forward with palm facing each other. Hands in line with the shoulders. Elbows slightly extended. Arms sideward. Raise arms sideward. Palms facing down. Fingertips in line with the shoulder. Arms upward. Raise arms upward. Palms facing each other. Elbows touching the ears. The whole arm in line with the body.
Standing position. What is standing position? The human position in which the body is held upright, orthostatic, and only the feet provide support. What is orthostatic? Means upright position. It The simple thing, your whole body is straight position, like your chin in parallel to the floor. Shoulder and hips should be aligned. Hips and ankles should be aligned and equal weight in the both feet. This is the proper standing position. Okay, kindly watch this video.
Use the muscles to pinch the shoulder blades back. And finally, it's the head position. So we don't want the head here. We want it nice and tall on top of the shoulders. So you're going to make yourself a couple of inches taller. And then hold that position. Again, just quickly. Shoulders, hips nice and level. Shoulders back. And then head on top. And that's your standing posture check. And that's it. Okay?
And the kneeling position. Kneeling is a basic human position where one or both knees touch the ground. It is used for resting position, like in this video. Kindly watch this.
Forward. Then find your balance and step 1 foot forward. Plant the foot on the mat and then tuck the back toes under. We're coming up. Push into the back toes, straighten the front knee, and step forward. Both feet come together.
Lying position is a type of human position in which the body is more or less horizontal and supported along its length by the surface underneath. Sitting position. Sitting with a straight back and shoulders will not only improve a person's physical health but can make them feel more confident.
Arm support position. Side arm support. The body is supported with the right or left arm. The body is well extended. Dog stand position. From a kneeling position, place the hands on the floor. Elbows straight. Toes pointed. The knees and hands are the base of support. Bridge stance position. 4 base position. Dog stand position. From a kneeling position, place the hands on the floor. Elbows straight, toes pointed. The knees and hands are the base of support.
The first one we have is standing positions. It consists of feet together. The feet are about 1 inch apart, toes pointing forward and arms at the side. Stride position. The feet are apart about 12 inches wide. The stride may be wider. The weight of the body is on both feet and arms at side. Lunge position. Bend one knee and the other leg is straight. Weight on both feet, hands on hips. Half knee bend. Feet together, bend knees about 45-degree angle, feet flat on the floor, body rest, and hands on hips. Full knees bend or squat position. The knees are fully bent. Sit on the heels of the feet. The weight of the body is on the balls of the feet. The second is sitting position. It consists of long sitting position. Sitting with legs extended forward, toes pointed, trunks erect, and hands on hips. Long sitting rest position. Sitting with legs extended forward, toes pointed, hands at the rear on the floor, elbow and body straight. Hook sitting position. Sit on buttocks, bend knees close to the body, trunk erect, and hands on the hips. Tuck sitting position. Sit on buttocks, bend knees close to the body, round back so the forehead and knees are in contact, hold shape of legs. Stride sitting position. Sit on buttocks, spread legs apart, trunk erect, and hands on thighs. Side sitting position. Sit on buttocks, bend right or left leg in front, other leg extended sideward, and hands on knees. Hurdle sitting position. Sit on buttocks, bend right or left leg at the back about 90-degree angle. Other leg extended diagonally forward, hands on hips. Heels sit. From kneeling position, sit on the heels of the feet, toes pointed and hands on hips. Frog tailor sitting position. Sit on buttocks with the soles of your feet together. Your back should be straight, hands on your knees. Cross sitting position. Sit on buttocks, body erect, knees spread to the side and leg crossed with each other. Arms folded in front about 90 degrees. One hand is placed on top of the other. Third, we have kneeling positions, which consist of kneeling position. Kneel on both knees, knees close together, body erect, and hands on hips. Stride kneeling position. Kneel on both knees with knees apart, body erect, and hands on hips. Half kneeling position, right or left. Kneel on right or left, other leg in half kneeling position in front, and hands on hips. Kneeling position, one leg extended sideward position. Kneel on one leg and the other leg extended sideward, forward, backward, and hands on hips. The fourth we have is lying positions, which consist of back lying position. Lie on your back, body extended, toes pointed, and arms overhead. Front lying position. Front of the body in contact with the floor. Body is well extended, toes pointed, and arms overhead. Side lying position. With the body well extended, side of the body is in contact with the floor. One arm is flat on the floor overhead, while the other arm is bent close to the chest and palm on the floor, toes pointed. Hook lying position. In a back lying position, bend knees with the feet flat on the floor and close to the buttocks, arms overhead. Tuck lying position. Lying on your back, pull the knees close to your forehead, hold shin of legs. The fifth one we have is arm support positions, which consist of back arm support. From a long sitting rest position, lift the body with straight arm support, body, legs, and toes extended. Front arm support. From a front lying position, lift the body with straight arm support, body, legs, and toes extended. Side arm support. The body is supported with the left or right arm. The body, legs, and toes are well extended. And the sixth one is four-based positions, which consist of dog stand position. From a kneeling position, place hands on the floor and elbows straight, toes pointed, hands and knees are the base of support. Bridge position. From a hook sitting position, lift your trunk using your arms. Arms and legs in right angle with the trunk. Hands flat on floor, fingers facing outwards. And the seventh one is hands positions, which consist of hands on waist. Place hands on waist, thumbs pointing back and fingers pointing front. Hands on chest, palms facing downwards, thumbs touching the chest, elbows in line with the shoulders. Hands on shoulders, bend arms, fingertips touching the shoulders, elbows in line with the shoulders, rib cage lifted. Hands on neck, bend arms, place hand behind the neck, fingertips meeting each other, elbows in line with the shoulder. Hands on hips, place hands on hips, thumbs pointing back and fingers pointing front. And the last one we have is arm positions, which consist of arms forward. Raise arms forward with palms facing each other, hands in line with the shoulders and elbows extended. Arms sideward. Raise arms sideward, palms facing down, arms to fingertips in line with the shoulder. Arms upward. Raise arms upward, palms facing each other, elbows touching the ears, the whole arm in line with the body. Arms oblique. Arms stretched sideways and diagonally upwards, palms facing upwards. Arms reverse oblique. Arms stretched sideways and diagonally downwards, palms facing downwards. Arms forward oblique. Arms forward and diagonally downwards, palms facing downwards. Arms backward oblique. Arms backward and diagonally backwards, palms facing upwards. Arms in T position. Arms are side horizontal, elbows bent at right angles, forearms parallel to the trunk, palms facing inward. Arms in reverse T position. Arms are side horizontal, elbows bent at right angles, forearms parallel to the head, palms facing inward. And that's for all today. And now it's your turn to do the positions. Goodbye!